Torch ban.
Magneto and Emma Frost bans. Bans are only one-sided.
Oh, right.
So it's very interesting to see both sides ban because to their philosophies don't need to be based off of the other teams. It's just entirely they don't want to see it. We also get access to player information. No player in this lobby here should have any of their stuff as hidden due to the rules of the league.
Mm-hmm.
So both teams are able to check and see most played characters.
The fact that they protected Torch here is very concerning. They have got... Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind.
We're at the bottom now.
The fact that Torch is protected successfully here is major because Torch has been on a... hot streak, I guess, would be the term, yeah.
We got a real funny guy over here.
But yeah, he has been like an impossible gnat to get out of the air in higher ranks, and he has been a bit oppressive, honestly.
Just like a mosquito flying around your head.
Emma ban, Angela ban.
Emma ban, Psylocke ban, actually.
I'm a little concerned with what we're gonna see tank-wise in this match because they've banned some of the biggest tanks in the game, but they are running Penny here, and they might run hard Penny Bunker here, like I was thinking. Mm-hmm.
Moon Knight save at the very end here.
That might be important, considering that otherwise...
Last week we had a Moon Knight, lots of Moon Knight gameplay, and that went really well.
Yeah, and I could see it doing really well here into their Penny, because their Penny is going to otherwise go on a tear, especially with this Rocket team-up.
Absolutely. I am highly concerned for both teams. Obviously, we're going to get that human torch pick.
There's that Groot that I was talking about earlier. Groot is probably going to be system admin here. He's probably going to run this match as long as Penny doesn't get away with too much.
I think NICC's been trying to do the Mantis Groot team up here, or lineup.
Yes.
Because of the team up and everything going on.
Would be...
But they just couldn't get it to work quite as much last week because there was a really pressing setup.
Yeah, that would definitely track. With Groot, with Groot, it's very difficult to make any sort of space when you keep having to backtrack for a Venom. But versus their sort of hard bunker down comp, it makes a lot more sense. And I could see it going a lot better this week.
I'm quite looking forward to everything we see here. Rocket and Ultron lineup here. Team A side of things.
Running a triple support comp, 1 DPS.
And for us, we've got a strange here.
Running a classic 2-2-2 on NICC side.
We didn't get to see the Strange very much last time. He did have a play. It was a really good play. And we get to start by seeing how impossible to kill the Human Torch is immediately. Just the ability to take these corners here like Ultron can force out.
Also contesting, yeah, like you mentioned, contesting this Ultron, contesting Iron Man, making sure that they don't have free reign over the sky without forcing a hard hit scan.
I did not know there was a unique voice for that happened, but yeah. We got our first pick match here. The Human Torch goes down. He'll be right back up.
Something interesting to note about the way that Groot and Penny kind of play into each other. Groot actually used to be able to uproot Penny nests with walls. They're not able to anymore. But before it was basically a way of just instantly destroying Penny nests, and it was a very strong, solid option to just making sure that Penny wasn't running your game.
Well, NICC immediately getting hit with the first ultimate of the second ultimate of that, because we had the Penny just a second ago. Getting triple kill, but still managing to pick up the team fight for the most part here with the Human Torch and Groot at the very end. chasing away a baby banner.
Getting this first point here is super important to the momentum of the rest of the match, honestly.
I'd say during the second point, in the middle of the second point, when they've got that lineup basically into attacker spawn, is the next most important place.
But yeah, getting caught up on this area just before that checkpoint, super difficult to deal with, honestly, and it can be a very oppressive hold, honestly.
I don't quote me on this. I'm pretty sure Ultron got nerfed since last week on his ultimate damage because I noticed this here while I was playing earlier, but Ultron is not able to kill quite as much, or put out quite as much damage as he was before with his ultimate, which is a very important part.
Picking up that first checkpoint, you heard it from Galacta herself.
Yeah. The Human Torch actually doesn't really quite have the cover that he needs here, so he's got to stay close to the ground for the support.
I've noticed him.
Yeah. Brain part, no more.
But the Torch has been doing very well adapting to the map and making sure that he's not ever out of position too hard.
Definitely. We get to see the first support ult too here to contest the point. And a Groot ult to try and get him out there. Torch is doing a really good job.
That might be a big strange ult.
That was a huge strange ult. That was two ults for one. That ult icon is going nuts right now. Or two ults for two now because of the Punisher ult that just got popped.
And as mentioned before, the Human Torch ban the Human Torch ban protection was major for NICC and making sure that they were able to basically just run this whole thing. And I'm also noticing that Hutchinson's team comp is not necessarily well equipped to deal with a Human Torch.
Not only is it not well equipped to deal with the Human Torch, it doesn't quite have the firepower needed to handle a Punisher that's just on a roll right now too. Taking a look at Zone who's actually on a rampage right now. Popped his ult in the last team fight. His Human Torch is doing a really good job of getting space, but the Punisher is able just to hold the objective so well.
Hutchinson's been really struggling to make any sort of hold, and we can see that they've actually swapped out their Penny, and they're now going for Thor. So they're running two different tanks here, one of which is Thor, one of which is Hulk. Hulk is a lot more of a melee dive sort of unit meant to pester backlines, while Thor is before was a very solid dive tank, but is now a lot more of a brawler. But as you can see, they've not exactly been able to get the space necessary to capitalize off of either.
Ooh, Ultron shut down immediately after. We can just see how much this Human Torch has been a nuisance because their entire team composition is... Their entire team composition is just starting to revolve around this Human Torch, which really is just kind of running the game here. The Human Torch was insane there, especially towards the end, and Hutchinson did a great job of trying to defend against the Human Torch, but we can just see how oppressive in a competitive match a Human Torch can be. I think the future bans are going to entirely revolve around this Human Torch.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Can see that because
Yeah, yep. Hutchinson's doing a great job for what's happening here too, so I'm glad to see both teams on quite the roll here.
the way that this match ends up turning out will be around how Hutchinson ends up trying to counter this comp, because NICC has some very impressive units, namely this Groot and this Torch, especially with the Groot team up with Mantis.
I'm just checking the bans here at the top of the screen, and I'm just trying to figure out where the Emma Frost ban was. It was right at the beginning.
At the very start.
It was at the very start.
Which I find interesting considering they didn't also go through, because something about the way that banning Emma works is that you have to accept the possibility that Groot is going to run the match.
Alright, here we go. The most devious chicanery that we've seen to this day. Mr. Wario has really been trying to get people with this since like the beginning. If he just waits a second here instead of just placing out the door. Oh, Do we get someone? No, nope. I mean, it is a good way to stall for time too, because it's basically blocking off the main entrance.
Yeah, this is a solid 10 seconds, I believe, of just you're blocking that main entrance, but I'm surprised that none of them have tried to go around that side entrance aside from this Moon Knight that we're seeing just keep
There's
just a little.
two of them, both their flanks want either side of the entrance here, so if the main tanks decide to pick an entrance, you're really putting the person, that flanker, on the back end.
They just don't realize that
Hutchinson actually, I will note about this team composition, is a very aggressive team composition featuring the Hulk, as he tends to be rather aggressive when it comes to trying to get a whole team and your supports.
Wait, oh, did I? So that was.
Emma Frost ban was from Hutchinson,
Oh.
and it only applies, which is really interesting, honestly, because you're really just trying to try and figure out what the other team's going to go with. And since Hutchinson banned Emma Frost, the Kammerude was kind of going to be on the way. I wonder why they didn't just either outright ban Kammerude or go for the Mantis to stop the team up from happening.
Sorcerer Supreme lives once more.
So they actually made it so that way they have access to Emma, who's going to be shutting down in a big way. And I actually completely misunderstood them having Emma actually major.
Oh, Cloak and Dagger 1-on-1. Nope, not anymore. Unfortunately, getting caught out here with the Cloak and Dagger might put your team on the back foot here. This is a really hard to hold position here for NICC, especially since, like I pointed out in the first round, is that Hutchinson has a really aggressive team comp that really wants to take this space, and now that they're on a roll, it's about trying to stop it with the Groot walls and blocking off Hulk damage.
They've definitely started picking up momentum, I can say that much for sure, and this Emma pick is
Absolutely. Shutting down this Groot and just walking the lobby is probably one of the most important parts. And since the ban for the Emma is on one side instead of both sides, the Emma is able just to reign supreme, with nobody able to quite stop her. You just have to get around.
Also works really well into NICC's trade, because Emma also is able to operate out of like being position.
Absolutely.
And being out of position for strain, he can absolutely get something.
Uh-oh. That wasn't the intended target, but we can see right now that the Human Torch is just able to get like on these supports and just kind of like stick around, constantly threatening. Like you said, a mosquito, right?
Yeah, a big part of what is making Torch so difficult is getting consistently caught. I'm not sure if you can tell, but when Torch waves, you can actually see the way that his eyes hit off just to the left and right, and it makes it super difficult to get anything.
Uh-oh. This is going to be a really hard pull here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a cluster up here, and this
Just
shuts down this Punisher.
Hutchinson just really forcing the clog here, but that ult economy is starting to lean back in NICC's favor. I'm good. The NICC here with the ult economy advantage might be able to put an end to this right at the most crucial time. Like I said before, this choke point kind of determines where the match goes, because it's really hard to hold last if you couldn't hold second.
I mean, it's definitely possible. It's not the end-all be-all, but this is definitely a major point that will decide sort of the momentum of the game.
I will note that we're seeing some more Moon Knight gameplay here from Hutchinson, which is a very good pick here, especially into the Human Torch here, because of the Ankh.
Thankfully, with NICC's Doctor Strain, it does make it a bit more difficult for Hutchinson to just get away with pure value off of Moonlight, because those shields really hard to shut down those bouncing off of their teammates. But once that strain goes down, it's kind of just fast, because Moon Knight will just be able to just shred through the entire rest of the team if like he's playing this sort of cluster style.
Right, but it's really hard to single out and focus down a Strange to start the fight. You're basically trading out no damage from Moon Knight for a constantly occupied Strange. Yep. Uh-oh.
Keep very careful. Track of that ability that he has. Seeing a bit of a ult cascade.
Uh-oh.
Seeing,
A wipe.
yeah, something. You seeing something.
I will note that NICC has still not used 3 of their 6 ults throughout this entire game. Neither
Does
support
mean
ult
that
has
they
been
will
popped.
be able to potentially come back and hold this last point just before the door.
I'm almost tempted to say that they would have support ult again right now if they had popped it in the first fight that they lost here. This is a really dangerous spot. Fair enough. Ooh, Loki taking really good advantage of the cloak and dagger ult that goes right through the team, but that was a huge swing. Yes. That was a huge swing, and Hutchinson didn't have the ult economy to handle it. Now we're gonna see possibly a Groot ult, or not Groot, possibly a Hulk ult here.
You can see why ult economy is really important in rivals here, because you saw how Hutchinson used so many ults, meanwhile NICC still has their Mantis ult up here, which means that they can really get some super high value on that, and they're basically got a hard loss on this point here.
Ooh.
You can see Thor taking a very aggressive position here, but thanks to that bonus power granted by his ability, he just gets out scot-free.
This Groot's really taking good advantage of the position here. Really are forcing Hutchinson to make this corner push.
That is a very important cloak and dagger ult from the Loki.
Absolutely. The Groot can only like try and pad out the damage from the facing team here, especially after 2 ults, 3 ults drop, and we're about to see the Hulk ult too probably in the same team fight if they keep up like this. Yep. Watch out, this Hulk's going for the Groot, yep. Oh wait, oh my god, baby banner, huge.
Punisher shotgun doing major work and making sure that
What's the total damage? What's the maximum damage output for Punisher shotgun? Like 200?
it could be one shot in 300 technically with all headshots, but otherwise
Ugh.
it's about like 200 if I had to say.
That's insane damage for what? How much health does Mega Hulk have? The really big one.
Mega Hulk, Hulk, if I could word correctly, has about 1,300 if memory serves, but I could be grossly misremembering that. This is the first of 3, right?
Yep, it's a best of 5, I think it is.
Oh,
so,
5, okay.
Let's move to the pause screen here so that we can get ready for this next match. We'll let you know about the map bans when we get right on back. Yep, we are back to the map bans, or the character bans, and immediately starting out with a Human Torch ban on the first one. Save on the Punisher. Save on the Punisher. Still ban on the Magneto. We did not see any Magneto gameplay. Ban on the Emma. Emma was a really big problem there for NICC in the last match. Really able just to strong arm the lobby when we first saw it come out.
You in fact saw the way that the game completely shifted tempo the moment that they pulled out Emma.
It was a real shame that the Emma went away so fast, but alas, you cannot have it all.
They protected their Penny. They're gonna try to go for it again, trying to make sure that they get to abuse that Penny.
That Human Torch blew them open last time. I have belief in them, but the fact is that like after you look at like last game's bans from the same stream, you can tell what blows open their comp because now they've got to ban Human Torch. Anything that they were afraid of, they banned in the first match, and the Human Torch ban here says that one of their things is not going to be banned. Ban on the Moon Knight. Moon Knight was another huge problem for NICC here.
And it also means that NICC can afford a lot more clustered sort of plays, making sure that they kind of just play up together without getting punished by the anti-area that Moon Knight just kind of takes.
A ban on the Psylocke again. Really just not
Psylocke
seeing
is
it.
a
And
big ban.
Freya too. They really just don't want to see a Sky team. Or
You mean Angela?
Angela, my bad.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you threw me off a little there.
Yeah.
Protecting the cloak and dagger, making sure that they've got that
Mhm.
on lock.
We got to see a support ban here too from NICC. So a save on the Groot.
Saving their Groot, making sure that they go that hard Groot comp again. Because
The best thing that they can do right now is ban Mantis after the group team up, right?
This is true, yeah. But it still doesn't stop the base problem that Groot on his own is just that powerful.
You know, he quite is. He may quite be the root of the problem. The Groot of the problem. Ah, yes, both casters able to make a pun today.
I didn't even try to make the pun earlier.
Oh man,
Like,
this is gonna be nuts.
With all the technical issues, okay,
I honestly, zoned out Piggy. I've got high hopes. Oh my god, both teams picked the Squirrel Girl. Sorry, I enjoy watching the gameplay, but not everyone does. So
Yeah, the Squirrel Girl takes a very interesting approach to the game where they actually don't have to engage with each other.
it does benefit them to be closer to some enemies more than others. As weird as it sounds, you can just win a war against Black Panther.
Yeah, Finn can do this. What sort of idea is Hutchinson coming up with here?
You know, Jeff
You
did
don't
a
see
really.
Jeff in comp very often at all.
I think I see. Right. I think they're going for a super defensive setup where Hulk applies pressure to supports in order to allow the Penny to go uncontested on DPS damage, and the brain fart here and Jeff allows the Hulk to move faster for a faster retreat.
I just feel like what this Penny Bunker pump is actually going to work amazing here. I personally actually use it myself as my pump is just because of how effective it is with this ult initially with Penny.
Hall of T'Challa was the ban for this map, so I really do think it's quite interesting that we're seeing the Venom map here. Hulk is able to stick with his team right now. There's not really anything he can quite do with them bunched up like this. It's just quite really hard. I do think it's quite nice that the Groot is taking advantage of the fact that he can place walls on the side there to try and protect the supports behind him.
Making it difficult for Penny to just kind of stick in that spot of defensive. The Squirrel campaign might honestly have done a lot.
Oh my god, Squirrel Girl ult already going off here. It's basically like trying to face off against a Venom who just had free reign.
Crazy fast.
Both
Because of how much damage that Squirrel stacks up on there.
both teams actually pick comps that really want to be together, like in the same like area, and I think Squirrel Girl from both teams is absolutely fair. Kind of like a meta pick for both teams.
Yeah, because with the banning of
Human Torch and
well, the banning of Moon Knight specifically against Hutchinson makes it so that way they basically have to play Squirrel Girl here. And it's either that or Phoenix. And those are like the big two like anti-areas.
I think they were gonna pick Squirrel Girl already. Hot take, I don't think they would have picked Moon Knight had they had the chance to pick between the two of them. Just because Moon Knight wasn't able to affect the game basically at all against two tanks. Oh, Moon Knight ult to start the fight. I just don't see it. There's a Jeff. Yep. Oh, was that a... Did that hit right or no? The Jeff did get somebody. Who did they
I
get?
think he might have got just
Strange. Just Strange. Oh, no, no, no. Strange and one other, but just trying to separate the team, which is absolutely fair. Just so that this... Oh my god, Penny is just... Oh my god. Just after this poor support. And the Moon Knight... NICC is on quite the chase here. This is basically a Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah, just and Jeff gets away scot-free, gets back to his team, and no punishment whatsoever. That Jeff raised some havoc with that ult. Basically just separated out half their team.
That Jeff wasted a solid 20 to 30 seconds of NICC's time, and with the cooldowns, it's looking closer to like 45 seconds of an attack time. When they would have been better off just going back to the team fight and not chasing the Jeff. That Jeff did a really good job.
Yeah, Jeff picks up a lot of value there, and you can also see a lot of the value of this sort of penny pump where they struggle so much to get it, and then the moment that they do, like the moment that
oh, uh-oh. Baby banner.
already has all of their stuff and basically just resets their
Is this both Cloak and Dagger ults? Yes, it is. Yes. Uh-oh. Bold out of Morlock. Baby banner went back down. I think that was honestly a waste. Actually, the Jeff got good value. Okay, never mind. Squirrels can escape that Jeff. Is that a penny ult to escape? No. No, yeah, it's a penny ult to stall. No, it wasn't. It was an escape. That was a wasted penny ult. That's crazy.
But realizing that they weren't able to fully do so because they didn't have the people and stuff, they probably tried to back off.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. This is a Moon Knight 1v1 for the ages. Oh, no, it wasn't a 1v1. Who was that? Wait a minute.
Who was that guy?
Who are you? Adam. Adam Warlock. Not Moon Knight. Adam Warlock. My bad. Okay. Honestly, I'm worried this Jeff's just going to get too much value out of NICC. I don't think I'd ever think to say that after the nerfs.
I mean, Jeff is still cutting value. Like, if you're Jeff can absolutely...
Uh-oh. Who did Jeff all get? Is that 3?
One of those big jumpers.
Yeah, another one. Who is that? A tank and a support. Yeah. Time to go to Baby Joe. Oh. NICC Moon Knight picking up a double kill in that same room. That room is absolutely a terrifying place to be. Oh.
That a lot of people don't realize about that room is that the walls in there are actually breakable. So you can actually just kind of break the walls and do whatever you want.
Do you want to know how you can really take advantage of that? You set up a Bucky Punisher, and then you grab like as many people who can pull other people to them as possible, and you put them all in the same room. You just have the Bucky and Punisher sit there and blow up the room while they're trying to escape.
Back where I started.
Oh my god. That was a really good Loki like support placement here. Keeping all the team alive.
Squirrel Girl and Groot, despite not seeming like they synergize super well, are actually playing quite well together. Because Squirrel is making sure that they're not hitting their walls, while also making sure that they're rooting like the things that Penny plays, making sure that Penny just gets shredded by the people.
Ult economy is leaning back in Hutchinson's favor right now, but unfortunately the Penny ult is not quite as much value. But it does do a really good job of like, slowing down NICC here. But they, ooh, NICC made it. What do they call that? C9 in normal terms? Yeah. But definitely a mistake on the Penny's fault there. That was. Ooh. And now we're gonna kind of get to this oddball stance because the Penny was able to set up now. So it's just about the Hulk stalling it out until the mine placement tool goes off.
Which, again, this Squirrel Girl is highly valuable for breaking those Penny mines because of how much like AoE damage that they're capable of just pushing out without putting themselves in position.
Honestly, I think Squirrel Girl is starting to seem a little underrated for what we normally say. Squirrel Girl's like really good normally. Oh my god! That is just not going to allow an escape now. Oh my god, and Squirrel Girl gets another! That was nuts.
Okay, you got it.
Honestly, I didn't really intend that one, but it was really funny now. It got me squirrely. Got me squirrely.
Okay, you're trying.
Yeah, now I'm trying to. The Squirrel Girl's got a really nice sight line here. I will note that I play on this map. It just goes straight to the spawn. Anybody respawning gets to wait an extra like 2 to 3 seconds.
We're basically forcing them into this one choke point by forcing these walls and all these other locations.
Oh, that's an opposing Squirrel Stampede. That also, the Squirrel Stampede does home onto target, but NICC made it. Yeah, not enough, and a wasted ult in the end. Really showing how effective the Squirrel Girl can be on this map.
It's not necessarily wasted ult because with the side switching, because it's not capture points, the ults do get reset at the end.
Oh, fair point.
It's
Not
a little
throw it.
confusing, honestly. I get the confusion.
Yeah. I think Squirrel Girl might be a bigger menace in this case than what we were originally afraid of in the Moon Knight, just because the Squirrel Girl is able to just get so much value from both teams. Both teams are forced to choke down these points and just get stuck in these like weird positions where it's really easy to see a support out with the Squirrel Girl. And the Groot's able to do a really good job of protecting it, but the Penny and Hulk combo isn't really able to do anything except for throw themselves in the way.
Something I've noticed is that the two teams are actually utilizing their Squirrel Girls really quickly, with one team focusing a lot more on having the Squirrel Girl destroy utility and be more of a disruption unit. Meanwhile,
The worst part about white
Hutchinson,
costumes,
sorry,
the bloodstains.
Stego.
Stego, is that how you say that?
I have no idea. It's Stego or Stego. And that I don't think that's Stego, so Stego.
In any case, Hutchinson Squirrel Girl.
Oh yeah. What do you think about the Ultrons?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
Anyway.
Hutchinson Squirrel Girl is focusing a lot more.
Oh, this is a really nice spot to get for the Squirrel Girl too.
Really just want these
Oh my god, that's horrible. Yeah. It wastes a good solid 10 seconds of time basically. It's not even greed, it's just honestly, it's just a good way to waste time. What are you gonna do? Walk into the portal?
I mean, there's another exit.
Oh yeah, there's another exit. Right, but then you're starting from a further point away from the point. You have to walk the distance anyway.
I have noticed that Hutchinson did in fact switch to green. They might be planning on going for a portal to point later on.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way that we don't go through this match and we don't see a portal to point. Baby Van are getting picked up, and this Hawkeye is able to put on quite a bit of pressure here. Not allowing NICC to get close enough to grab it, but just too far out of the way. That Groot, the Groot is able just to put on so much pressure here in this choke point too, along with the Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl ult is already seeing 83% from NICC. And Hutchinson is only at 75. Actually, for the first time in these games, two other teammates managed to get their ults before Squirrel Girl did. Oh. Uh-oh. Honestly, the Ultron's kind of basic to go after a Squirrel Girl with that, and this might be the push that they need in order to get through here. Just Zoned Out Piggy is doing a really good job of like keeping Hutchinson out.
Someone on the flank here, I didn't quite catch who that was. Did you know that?
That is Hawkeye. That is a Hawkeye on the flank. No. NICC hasn't turned around yet. This is kind of based then. NICC hasn't turned around. Not going for any headshots, yeah.
Well, with Hawkeye, you don't need to go for headshots just because of the sheer value that you get from shooting that.
Okay, this is actually kind of hilarious. I think I've seen this spot before. It leaves you a little bit vulnerable to other Squirrel Girls, but it does do a good job of being a really awkward spot for some melee characters.
NICC actually turning it on Hutchinson's head.
Oh, are we?
Turning their bunker bomb sort of idea against them and utilizing their bunker.
Looks like Hutchinson's just gonna try and break through here to try and get into the middle of NICC, and just cannot get close with this. Oh my god, the Groot actually dominating against their team.
Notably, NICC does still absolutely have their Strange ult, which could be game-changing here.
Both teams are holding ult to the end.
I mean, holding ults can honestly be really good, especially because as you've seen in the last match, we saw
He got out with 3 HP. The Hulk got out with 3 HP.
Sorry, I was also kind of stunned by that.
I saw him like fly over the screen here from Charter Mega.
And I see some PS dagger gameplay on their...
I'm.
Ultron.
There's
That's
not
crazy.
enough damage going around from Hutchinson right now, so yeah. Right? Uh-oh.
Another extermination.
But we're ready for
Plus,
it this time, right?
quite effective extermination.
Yeah, just kind of getting forced back right now, and ICC kind of taking like the L here.
And extremely effective extermination. That
Yeah.
actually gave that the impact of the mission that they needed to actually get on point without just getting stomped out.
I think that we're about to see NICC try and put up a little bit of resistance here at the end. Both teams have people on or surrounding the objective, really probably
But
going to try and
NICC got
contest.
so much time here.
That's fair enough. Honestly, they could probably give this point and still win the match here.
Yeah, and you can hear that NICC has the same idea. They're making sure that they regroup here, making sure that they don't end up staggering for no reason. Good discipline that honestly I don't see a lot from a lot of my comp teammates. I don't know about you.
Some of us might not just, I don't trash my teammates in comp. I try to be understanding.
So you're the teammate that goes in and staggers, I understand.
Hey, that's not true. Normally I try and save the person who does. NICC able to hold them up against spawn. Like, this is really hard for Hutchinson. Hutschinson's just not able to cross the gap right now. And they can't really force a support to go out there.
I don't think that Hutchinson is really averse to using some of these
Oh, wait, they have the, they've got the setup from, like, Overwatch with the Bastion. Oh my god, they almost took down the Mega Hulk here again.
the power of Punisher over spreading through everything here.
Yep, NICC, I think, gonna take this fight loss, but Hutchinson leaving with one ult.
Actually needed that storm, or it might have been an overcommitment on their part, honestly.
Yeah.
Might give NICC the ability to get it that they need.
The ult advantage is already leaning in NICC's favor. The need for that storm ult for the next fight might be required here, especially
They've got
with...
4 ults ready to go here,
And all they need to do is hold the choke here. Even if they get it to the very end of this objective, as long as they don't touch the line, they can't buy any more time.
Something that I did just Hutchinson actually swapped the iron and actually the Ultron making sure that they actually get a bit more healing that they've been struggling on.
This Iron Man is just kind of in an awkward position here, though. Especially with all of the threats for the Iron Man. He had to go through such an odd route to get away because of just how oppressive this Moon Knight is right now. Both teams get opting out of the Squirrel Girl gameplay.
I don't know what you're talking
Never
about.
mind, Stego's back.
Hutchinson just had to prove a point, didn't they?
Hey, honestly, I'll give him it. Squirrel Girl is hilarious and fun to watch. Don't you know Squirrel Girl beats everything?
Squirrel Girl is your favorite?
On record, can kill Thanos.
And also Doom, if I'm researching correctly. Pretty sure Squirrel Girl also defeated Doom.
Yep, and managed to stop Galactus. Stop Galactus. I don't know if stopping him is considered defeating. I think with his objective, absolutely. The Baby Banner actually, the transformation time on Baby Banner did take up quite a bit of contesting time.
Not exactly the when they're invisible like that, they actually aren't contesting objective at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an odd thing, but whenever someone's invisible, or in that instance when they're sort of transforming like that, they aren't considered contesting point at all.
Yeah, absolutely. Really just, I really like to see both teams do this, and oh my god, we get to see a support MVP again. And then we're gonna cut to break and get back with you in the map bans here for the next map. We are back. Map bans facing Hellas Haven. Man, the Mr. Fantastic Lord right on the end really does close out the real like picture. I do like how a single one of them is doing like a JoJo pose. Alright, ban on the Human Torch, ban on the Magneto, saving the Moon Knight. Absolutely fair.
I don't know if this is a team like building exercise for NICC, but I've noticed that they've been doing this every single time, where they basically are just all highlighted on this one character every single time at the start.
Emma Frost
It's
ban.
greatly amusing. They still solid on the Emma Frost ban. I can't blame them.
I mean, you
Sad
can't.
to see as an Emma Frost player myself, but it is what it is.
I will note that pretty bold of NICC. I noticed it on the last match too. There is no Human Torch ban for
Yeah.
NICC.
I mean, otherwise, I can't blame them. They haven't seen any sort of Human Torch from them in the first place, and without any sort of like the more or anything to punish. Like
Lo-fi sync wanting to save their main here.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm not understanding why they're honestly going for this Cloak and Dagger ban, because NICC has shown that they're not willing, or that they're not willing to give up Cloak and Dagger either, and that they've been consistently.
Ooh. Is this the first game in the set that we see a Groot ban?
This might be actually a major upset for NICC.
NICC is no stranger to not running Groot. The Groot's just been kind of the easy way out every game so far. It's just been so much value to be able to control where your opponent's at with the ultimate.
Not to mention just the immense value off of just like the damage of the walls and the overhealth and everything else, because NICC's also been running very high damage comps, which means that Groot gets a ton of overhealth from his big iron wall.
Absolutely. The Penny Parker save on the second one, I don't think NICC was going to consider banning the Penny Parker, but
Honestly, I
banning the Rocket?
think the Rocket's big because it makes sure that they actually don't get any of the value of that team up, and also blocks them out of a potential Star-Lord team up as well.
Fair enough, honestly. Saving Punisher is fair. Punisher did really good work with the Moon Knight, but we got the damages picked out for NICC.
I really do wonder, what is NICC going to do about these tank bans?
I think that NICC is going to go for Doctor Strange, because we haven't seen anything except for Doctor Strange from Mr. Wario. We're going to see a Mr. Fantastic,
Yeah, that's basically a pseudo tank.
and then we might not see another tank.
If they run Mono Strange, it
Oh.
might be a little...
That's
Oh,
fair enough.
yeah.
Magneto.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Magneto Strange makes a very solid front line, but it does mean that they aren't applying the same sort of damage pressure that they were early with tanks.
The Mr. Fantastic. Oh, well, we get to see the ultimate damage here. Yep.
But if they do go with this Bucky pick here, it will be very strong.
Makes up
and
for all of the damage.
It also allows them to very
Ooh.
easily displace Miss Penny here. With this Penny pick here, it's super easy to just go in.
Discombobulate.
It doesn't seem like they're actually going to follow through with it, but the option is always there for NICC.
30 seconds before you
I think
attack.
it's really
Get ready.
odd here. Is Zonel Piggy getting both of the saves here? Because I'm pretty sure
Is your aim
he was the
really as
one
good
who
as
was.
they say
Wait.
it is, Hawkeye-san?
Neither of the saves are being used from NICC right now.
From a web a mile away.
It is, and I always
This
struggle
might
for
be
this
some
character's
advanced
name.
mind warfare tactics. Mental warfare.
There is one character the same. Oh my God! There's a Jeff on
We're
NICC.
seeing another Jeff.
It's Jover. NICC wants to just play more Marvel Rivals. That's what's going on, guys.
This
No.
crisis
I'm
is
sure
stretching
NICC
me to my limits. And
I-
that's saying
This map
something.
doesn't have the cover that the Human Torch would have needed anyway. But like, there's actually I will note the lack of cover on this map is quite astounding.
Something that I would like to talk about is respecting in an immense way the that they don't have any sort of testing around what they should do. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
They've been more
Banned
they've
good.
ended up being more reactive and it forced them on the back end.
Absolutely. And we're just seeing this Mr. Fantastic here. And I don't think we quite noticed, but we're already seeing the super form.
I talked about it, yeah, I feel like we see it, but
Did
I
we?
told you.
We
I-
seen it this matchup here?
I think it would be things up and being delusional. Honestly, though.
This Mr. Fantastic, though, huge value, huge damage, and the ability to put on immediate pressure no matter where he's at on the battlefield with his movement.
I would say that he does huge damage, but his constant presence is obnoxious. It's just having, like, honestly, like, you can keep your Hulk in your backline, because Hulk, I'd honestly consider to be in your backline, than crazy as that sounds.
Mr. Fantastic, like, actually forcing back a Thor right now is hilarious to me. Alright, so we're looking at ult economies on both sides, nearing pop here. So everyone's about to pop. Well, actually, I think this Magneto ult's going to be huge here. He's going to be able to eat a couple of things.
Some sort of death ult, or some sort of cloak and dagger ult, if I had to guess. That is the primary use of...
I just realized that they didn't ban Human Torch when we have someone named Human Torch Yowie. Anyway. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jeff gone.
Able to get away fast enough. That would have been terrifying, but thankfully, NICC was able to do it.
NICC lost both supports though, which could mean for something here.
However, they do still have that, that does mean that they can sort of just shut out some of that damage.
Oh, if Magneto's able to pop ult here, he can eat the Ultron ult, because those are all projectiles.
I can respect why he could decide not to ult there, because he does want to save and manage the enemy. But speaking of that Ultron, wow, we are seeing a lot of
Yup. NICC, please don't forget that you have ultimates. You know, it's working out in their favor right now because this Mr. Fantastic. Look at this pressure. Like, what are you gonna do about that?
I mean, get a rubbery hand across your face, I guess.
Giving the slapping of a lifetime here from the Human Torch, Human Torch Yowie.
I really feel like you should be repeating that name.
I need to think about it for a second. I haven't figured it out. Honestly. Well.
A big ult from NICC.
No. This is a flex just to show them how much the ult economy does not mean to NICC. That's what it is. Absolutely a flex.
I will comment that that does mean that their cloak and dagger ult will be uncontested, unfortunately, due to that presumably misinput. But you never know. NICC might have just.
The Ultron also has advantage on the ult economy between the two of them now. Because if the Ultron gets caught up with the Magneto, ultimate, it would really mean like a really bad situation here for them. But with the Magneto popping ult in spawn, like you just don't have to worry about it if you get the ultimate first.
I would say, as a person who's played Magneto before, I am not using my ult for Ultron. I'm gonna be honest. I'm using my ult on Magneto to make sure that I'm shutting down those big area support ults where I can just like snipe the support and just make sure that they're actually.
Sure. The important part here about the Ultron, the Ultron ultimate here is the fact that it is not optional to shoot with the Ultron ultimate. So it is essentially guaranteed damage for Magneto if he does land it right.
That is technically true, but it also needs to be a lot more likely to be.
I think this is a trap for the Strange. I think this is a Strange ult incoming here. There's no way that they don't see the Strange ult. Do they have the Hela team up? They have the Hela team up. This could be problematic for NICC. Yeah. Oh no. Oh god. That was diabolical and probably unnecessary, but definitely diabolical.
It sends enough of a message, and honestly, I think with Hutchinson, I think that their mental might be shaken up enough where they might just like not be able to get their plays right from that.
How do you flop so hard that you lose 4 ults? I don't think it's possible.
I mean, I think that they definitely could, but they've got to get their mental straight first. They've got to be able to push.
Oh my god.
They've got to be able to push through, and they've got to be able to, again, as we've commented before, use some of these ults, because every team.
Ooh, Moon Knight. Yeah, this is a 6 ult.
6 ults didn't last for long, thankfully.
Yeah, but it was good enough to get a kill here. Oh, another kill. Oh, nope.
And
1 by 1.
Making sure that that Ultron ult is also wasted. I don't know how long this Cloak and Dagger is going to hold on to hold. I don't know what you're saying.
This is this is gonna be devious here, because the Cloak and Dagger could pop ult after Hawkeye, right? His allies can see where the little fragments are, or whatever. So this could be horrible. Or the Hela could also work together with the Thor. Just throw the Thor into the enemy team and then Hela ult to force out a kill. Is this Mr. Fantastic on his own? Hold on.
We are in fact seeing Cloak and Dagger ult going out, but it's only so far that they can ult before they stop.
This Mr. Fantastic is diabolical. Okay, that was, oh my god. He can just exist in an area and you can't really do anything about it. This is definitely a difficult situation. The room advantage though for the Hela is outstanding right now if they get to it.
I cannot blame Hutchinson for getting thrown off there. I honestly, given the same position, I might have also been thrown off my game there. The sort of like steamroll that NICC got on there, I think is what really made the difference. Not only just like stats wise and gameplay wise, but also just in terms of like mentally. I think it just kind of got to Hutchinson, and because of that, they just kind of got steamrolled. As unfortunate as it is.
I will point out the fact that the Jeff has the most kills, the most assists, and almost the least deaths. Because the Doctor Strange here has 0 deaths. Really just an unfortunate matchup here with NICC able to basically backline their main team here. And I knew about it since of last week, but this Strange, the Human Torch here, the Strange Human Torch, he's been backpocketing the Strange for the entire matchup, and nobody's banned Strange or even thought about it. And he was able just to walk.
Strange is so weak, right? And or at least that's the way that he appears in a lot of players' minds.
Absolutely.
He keeps getting all of these nerfs, and so people don't see a lot of the utility that he has still.
His ability just to punch all of the DPS and the supports at the same time, if you move your camera correctly, is quite frankly just broken here. Especially when clumping is basically rewarded with the bans. Yeah. And I think we're just going to close up stream with that. Both teams did really well in this second match. There's not really quite much you can do about everything that happened here on this last one.
I do believe that honestly Hutchinson's nerves may have gotten the best of them, but either way, a good showing, a good performance from both teams. And I hope to see, honestly, both teams do well in the future.
Absolutely. Well, anyway, have a nice day, everybody, as we wrap up the stream here.
Alright. Have a nice day, night,
Whatever,
it is, wherever
yeah.
you are.
Or whatever you want to have. Anyway.